You ever wonder why, when you get on this journey, you ever wonder why you are so irritated? You ever wonder why you get so frustrated? You ever wonder why you have low tolerance for things? You ever wonder why you just have no patience for small, minor things? You know what I'm saying? You ever wonder why you got this heightened of, fearlessness, resilience? You're not really intimidated by anything or anyone. If something need to be said, you no longer have the urge to just keep it in. You kind of just blurt it out, and you kind of surprise and or scare people once you once you are all of these things. Is because you are on semen retention, and semen retention does this to you. Okay, let me go in detail. First, I want to say this. You are stepping in, or how will I say this? When you are on semen retention, do not ignore all of these, this irritation, the frustration. Do not ignore these things, okay? This is just you stepping into your masculine state, and and you never felt this masculine before. So now it's, all of these things you feeling, and you wondering why you just feel so intense. Like, you ever wondering why you just feel like you just have this kind of, ruggedness or tough skin or assertiveness that just came out of nowhere, and you try to figure out what's going on, okay? And this is gonna surprise y'all. Jesus is the most masculine person on this earth, okay? If you ever wonder, like I said, you feeling these things, is because you are now operating from your seed. You know what I'm saying? You have your seed now. Jesus was the most masculine man on this planet. I don't care. It's so many different narratives on an alpha male or being a masculine person. So many different narratives from men, from women, and so many different beliefs, in deities and all kinds of, rules and regulations regarding a masculine man. And one thing you got to acknowledge about Jesus is, no matter what standard, Jesus checks off every box of whatever you describe as masculine. Jesus checks off every box. And when you are on semen retention, you are now Jesus in the flesh. You're not Jesus, but you become Jesus-like. You become Christ-like when you are on retention. And that also includes, this certain height of aggression that you feel all the time. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, and when you are on this retention journey, as you continue the journey, okay, you are going to have a very high sense of aggression, y'all. A very high sense of low tolerance for small things. I'm telling you, like, small things is not gonna get to you, and it's almost uncontrollable that you start to feel these things. Like, whatever the small thing is, you're gonna start calling it out, and you trying to figure out, why am I so angry? You know what I'm saying? Why am I so fearlessness? Where is this coming from? Like, I never felt this way before. Like, now I'm standing up for myself a lot more. People are not sending me BS anymore. They are almost afraid to ask me something or to come to me with something, because they feel that I'm going to blur out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just tell them off, when really you're not. But when you are on retention, that's what they sense, because your masculinity is stored inside you now, and it's just radiant now. It's just coming off your body now, that people can sense it already. Like, we already passed the, if the aura is real or not. If you've been on this retention journey for a long time, you should be past that. Oh my God, are they really sensing me? You should be past that, okay? You already know on your retention journey that men and female can sense the aura, the intensity of your seed. Okay, yes, it's the light, but it's really the intensity of your seed. You're holding it now, and people not used to others being this radiant, this vibrant, this masculine, you know what I'm saying? So it intimidates them, and that makes people want to stay away from you. Okay, so if people want to stay away from you, bro, it's okay. They stayed away from Jesus. The people, the ones who were mentally weak, the ones who were constantly lustful thinking, they stayed away from Jesus because Jesus was so masculine, was so strong that they could not bear it. They couldn't handle it. He was just too vibrant. He was just too radiant. You know what I'm saying? That people became timid. People became afraid. So afraid that they even wanted to kill him. People always talking about, Jesus always blurting out he's the Son of God, and he's being like God. That's not the full reason. That's not, the only reason why people wanted to kill him. People envied him. People wanted to kill him because he was just too masculine. He was just too bright. Okay. So you got to understand. Okay. See, and the churches don't talk about this. The churches and Christians do not talk about the warrior side, the masculine side of Jesus. They only talk about how he was meek, how he was loving, how he was gentle, how he was just, just completely, kind-hearted. But they don't talk about how Jesus, in the word, Jesus said this. He said, I did not come to bring peace. I came to wreck things. I came to tear stuff up. I came to call out BS. I came to show you how this masculine thing works. I came to show you that to not fall in the nonsense of this world. They don't talk about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if you do find preachers that talk about the masculine side, the assertive side of Jesus, then I would recommend you follow that preacher, because that is what Jesus came to do. He came to wreck things. He came to disrupt things. He came to scare people. He came to He came to scare the people that's been so traditioned to think one way. Jesus came, and once people seeing that he was messing things up, they was becoming more afraid. They was becoming more timid. And let's not forget, the 12 disciples was not just loving, warm-hearted people as well. Okay, they were also warriors. They were not, okay. The 12 disciples, okay, let's remember who they were. Okay, I'm gonna just bring up Saul. He was Paul as a disciple, but he was Saul first. Okay, Saul was a murderer. Saul was a killer. He had no remorse. He showed no fear when it came to Christians getting killed. Okay, he was a Christian killer. Okay, and he was the ones that was ordering his guards and stuff, or I think it was him too, snatching Christians out of their house and persecuting them. Okay, we talking about the one who wrote half of the Bible. We talking about Paul. Okay, we talking about Apostle Paul. You know what I'm saying? We talking about him. He was a murderer first, and to make it worse, he showed no remorse in the beginning. Okay, this was a disciple of Jesus. The disciples of Jesus, bro, the 12 disciples if you came at them a certain way, bro, they would not hesitate to put you in the ground. Okay, we're talking about Jesus' disciples. Okay, we're talking about the ones who tells us to love and to be, loving and to give and all this stuff. But before all of that, they were a force to be reckoned with. They were just thuggish, rugged guys, bro. They were the dudes who you did not want to mess with. Okay, them guys. People not talking about that side. And once you on retention, bro, you become the masculine side of Jesus, bro. You become the fertile, the assertive side of Jesus. Okay, so don't ignore these traits when and I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all some instances, okay, because I got stories, most definitely, and some people sense it and they want to stay away. They call it certain things, like when you just blow up with all of these certain aggressive traits and these low tolerant traits, and you more direct now and you more straightforward, and people you know, they come at you and be like, oh, you being rude, or you being, you know, you're not nice. The point is this: you become more like Jesus when you on this retention journey. You have your seed. Your seed makes you more masculine. When you're not releasing your seed, it builds up inside of you, and everything about you just heightens. You know what I'm saying? Everything about you, your personality becomes stronger. So now the words that you say, that will make people shake. I'm telling you, it will make people shake, and it makes your voice heavy. You know what I'm saying? If you were soft, if you never really stood up for yourself, if you was more so the follower rather than the leader, semen retention will push all of those, you know, those sensitive or those soft traits to the side. And now you just have this urge to just stand up for yourself, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? When you retain your seed, bro, you are like Jesus. And you got to understand, okay? We talking about Jesus here, okay? We talking about, you know, all praise your name, the loving God, he forgives, but nobody talks about the gangster side. Jesus was a gangster, y'all. I'm talking about, he called out religious leaders. You know what I'm saying? He put them on blast. He embarrassed them. He went inside temples and flipped tables over and kicked everybody out the temple. He even took their cups of money and dumped it on the floor. We talking about the loving Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the gentle-hearted Jesus. That's the same Jesus, okay? We're talking about the Jesus that wasn't afraid to step up to the religious leaders that wanted him killed, bro. We talking about this Jesus, the same Jesus, bro. We talking about the Jesus that got irritated that wasn't afraid to speak his mind. He called people corrupt, bro. He called his disciples corrupt. You corrupt people, how long must I be with you? Come on now. He called the religious people, you hypocrites. He called them fools, bro. He was speaking his mind. He was not afraid to say what was on his mind, bro. He was not afraid to stand up for himself, bro. And it's the same when you on retention, bro. You are not going to be this timid, soft person. This overflowing of masculinity is the reason why women are attracted to you. Okay, so you walk into the store and you just full of masculine, all they see is Hulk. You walking around, going to the store, you just getting you some Oreos or something, or you getting you some fruit or something. But when they see you, all they see is Hulk, bro. They see this gigantic masculine person, bro, and that makes their feminine energy come out, even though they try to hold it in, but they can't. So that's why when you talk to these women, bro, they flirtatious with you. They're more open to do things for you because they see Hulk, bro. It's like they're witnessing Hulk in front of them. It's like Superman is in front of them. So much masculinity is radiant. It's so much is just bouncing off of you that makes them submit. Subconsciously, they don't know why they falling for you. They don't know why they into you so much, but subconsciously. And the men, they are going to intimidate. They are going to be afraid of you because they never been they never been around somebody as masculine as you are. They probably making more than you. They probably stronger than you. They probably work out more. They probably bigger than you, but they will still be afraid of you because masculinity is not physical. Masculinity is spiritual and it's inside of you. When you're on semen retention and you are filled with masculinity, it doesn't matter how tall you is or how big you are. You can be 5'2", 120 pounds, and you can scare away or make a 6'5", 250 pound man feel uncomfortable. You can make him feel bothered with your masculinity. Okay, stop comparing masculinity with things, with material things. Okay, you look at a guy who is very masculine, he's very strong, bulky. He has a nice car, you know, he has 2 dogs, you know, 2 pit bulls, he has a lot of tattoos, and you know, look at that stuff. Okay, people will depict that as masculine. He's masculine. Absolutely not. The guy who is retaining his seed, the guy who is very confident about himself, the guy who doesn't need to speak, the guy who isn't afraid to stand up for what he believes in, the guy who isn't afraid to cry, the guy who isn't afraid to take lead, no matter how small he is, that's masculinity, okay? And that guy will make the 6'5" with all the tattoo guy, that will make him timid. That will make him afraid. That will make him envious, okay? So I'm gonna just leave it with that, y'all, bro. Continue on your journey, bro. If y'all get these certain heights of aggression, bro, and, you know, fearlessness and resilience and not afraid to step up to anybody, don't look for wreck, okay? Do not look for stuff. Just don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't look for trouble, bro. You being a retention is enough trouble for everybody else, every man. Like, y'all already sensing how masculine you are. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Y'all are becoming like Jesus. Y'all are becoming the masculine side of Jesus, bro. So embrace it, bro. Do not fight it. This is what God wants. God is compared to a lion. He's compared to an eagle. He's compared to the strongest animals, okay? So do not ignore your masculine. Do not ignore your new heighten of masculinity, okay? Women will love it, men will fear it, and you know what I'm saying, that's just part of the journey, okay? So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Semen Retention gang, we are Christ-like. We up, okay? Y'all stay safe, stay on your retention journey. If y'all, like I said, if y'all relapse, bro, just get back on your journey, bro. The benefits are not taken away. You have Jesus in your life. You are the light now, whether you want to admit it or not, okay? So y'all stay safe. Semen Retention gang, we up.